and her sister Liana were excited. They were going to the San Fernando Kiddies Carnival. Now, they had been playing mass since they were little, and their mommy and daddy always would help them to cut and sew and make costumes. Today, they were going to play mass with their classmates. Tanya, she had a beautiful butterfly costume in rainbow colors with pink spots. And Liana, she was a ladybug with bright red and black spots with silver wings that opened up. Now, they were so proud of these costumes, which were part of the band called My Beautiful Garden. Mommy looked at the costumes and she said, "Oh, these will look so beautiful in the sun." And Liana, her classmates had decided that she would be the head ladybug, and she had to read a poem before the band went on stage to be judged. So she had learned and studied the poem till she knew it by heart. So Mommy was helping them get dressed. So she put on sparkles on their cheeks and helped them put on their beautiful costumes, and they turned and looked at themselves in the mirror, so excited. Meanwhile, Daddy was getting everything ready. He packed up all the blankets for them to sit on. He put a picnic basket with food, with sandwiches, with juice, with water. Everything was ready. "Hurry up or we're going to be late," said Daddy. And Liana was like, "Oh my goodness, we cannot be late. They need me to do my poem." So everybody piled into the car and they headed out to the San Fernando Kiddies Carnival. But guess what? On the way, there was traffic. So much traffic, nothing was moving. Liana was getting so upset. She said, "We can't be late because they need me to read my poem." And Daddy said, "There's nothing I can do, sweetheart." Eventually, a police vehicle passed by, and gradually the traffic eased up. When they got to the grounds where the carnival was taking place, the children saw other children in costumes. Some were dressed as cowboys, as firefighters, there were moko jumbis, there were traditional carnival characters, some girls were dressed like a princess. There were all kinds of costumes. But Liana and Tanya, they wanted to find their band. But unfortunately, the band had already crossed the stage. Liana was crushed. She was so upset. And then, as if things couldn't get worse, lightning cracked, thunder rolled, and the heavens opened up, and the rain started to pour down. And the beautiful grounds filled with water, and there was mud everywhere. A little girl who was lost, a policewoman walked by to take her to the music truck to make an announcement, but the truck shut down and got stuck in the mud. Then one of the moko jumbis on his tall wooden legs slipped, and one of his legs broke. And then a little boy, he slipped and fell on the stage on a wet costume, and he started to cry. Tanya also was so upset. She said, "This is the worst Kiddies Carnival ever." But then a grown-up went to help the little boy who was crying on the stage. And in her haste, she slipped and fell. Boop! And seeing that she wasn't hurt and she looked so funny when she fell, the little boy on the stage started to laugh. And that gave Liana an idea. She ran to the side of the stage, got a bucket, filled it with a little mud, and she threw it on Tanya. And they started to laugh. They started to fight with the water and the mud. A little boy, seeing what Liana did, he did the same thing to another girl. He threw some mud on a little girl. Then a little girl threw some water on a little boy. And gradually the children started to fight and play and romp in the water and the mud, and they forgot about how sad they were because the rain ruined their Kiddies Carnival. Tanya said to her mother, "Well, Mommy, May not be the best Kiddies Carnival, but it's certainly the funniest. And a little boy walking by, hearing her, said, "It's the awesomest." And Liana said, I think this was probably the best Kiddies Carnival.